What is up, everybody? It is Ray, Aaron, and Ruben. The whole cast is here, ready to bring a banger to you. Look, today's episode is going to be short, sweet, and to the point. We got things to do today, people to see, babies to kiss, right, Aaron?
Yep. Got my baby literally right off camera.
That's crazy. She's not ready for the big times, right?
Nope, not
yet.
all.
Today we're going to talk about some news, some notes. We're going to go through the remaining start sits, and then we're going to get into the starts of the week. So please stick around, listen to our gums flap, and let us know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, just want to be up front. If you guys have questions that you want answered before Saturday, please put them in the comments. Let us know. We will get to them ASAP. I think we've been hitters these last couple comments, right?
I noticed that you sent a message to the group chat that someone posted 11 minutes ago and you didn't get to it quick enough.
Yeah, I was 11 minutes and I'm like, hey, I'm a little upset I didn't get to that fast enough. That's too slow. That's too slow. This needs to be light speed.
Super
Aaron,
slow. What's
it's
up,
been
buddy?
so long since we've seen you. How are you?
I'm good, man. A little tired. The wife and I are taking shifts. Typically, I'll stay up later into the night. And then she'll let me sleep in the morning. So the baby's basically mine during the day and hers in the later parts of the evening and nighttime. So it's been working pretty well. I probably look like I'm run down.
No, you look handsome. Look handsome as hell.
Like pure shit.
Nah, it gets easier. It gets easier. They sleep longer. Ruben, you look debonair over there. How you feeling?
Debonair. What the hell is that?
Quit asking questions. Hey, let's get to the news and notes. What do you say?
Sure. Run it.
Also, I'd like to cover a little bit of last night's game. We'll do that right after this. So let's get to the news and notes, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have got anything else to start?
Jalen Hurts is not playing.
Well, I'm going to get to that. That's for sure. So this goes in along lines of what we saw last night, which was a debacle of the Jets offense. Zach Wilson got benched for Chris Streveler. How do you say his last name?
I think that is correct. He played in the CFL. He won a CFL championship.
There you go. He looked like a CFL quarterback.
Yeah. Read, run.
Yep. And it was really like watching a lesser Taysom Hill.
That's fair.
That's exactly what I got.
That is very fair.
To me, this is the last game that you see Zach Wilson as a starter. That was it.
I think this might be the last game you see Zach Wilson on the Jets.
They said they're not giving up on him.
I think
you never know.
I think that means they're going to get rid of him, but they don't want to give any bad lip service.
Who's going to take him now?
I don't know.
Who's going to take him now?
Maybe somebody that thinks they can fix the project.
There's no teams out there willing to risk it, though.
And he hasn't showed anything. He's got to show you something first, like a Carson Wentz or a Matt Ryan or somebody who's showed you potential before you go out there and just be like, oh, give us Zach Wilson.
I don't think the Jets are dumb enough to put him back under center. I don't think so.
I had this conversation with Kayla, my wife, last night, right? Zach Wilson was like, what, 3-2 as a starter or something like that, 3-3 or 4-3, whatever it was. It was close. He won some games, right? But I also told her that when Zach Wilson was under center running that offense, they didn't put up more than 20 points in any game that they played.
And they had Breece Hall.
I think 17 was the highest, and they had Breece Hall. So he's not getting it done. No.
And you saw it last night. If you want to say the weather was a problem, if you want to say this and that was a problem, his offense isn't good enough, blah, 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 blah. What did Trevor Lawrence do last night? Looked good. Looked great. Looked elite.
I wouldn't say
Don't
elite.
say elite. Don't do that, Raymond.
He looked slightly above average.
He looked okay. He looked solid, but not elite.
Look, I'm going to give you guys a really, really hot take here. Next season, he'll be the draft industrial complex's Joe Burrow when we get to draft season. Watch.
And I don't think he'll go as high as Joe Burrow, but he'll be top 12 for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Now he'll be injured because Raymond is putting a stamp on him.
That is also fair. But people do also need to remember that next year they are getting Calvin Ridley back. So I think a lot of people forget that. I know I've brought it up multiple times on the show, but I forget about it till I bring it up again.
I'm excited about that.
But is there a receiver that's been out for 2 years that's came back and just killed it?
No, but then there hasn't been one as young as Calvin Ridley that just got suspended.
He's
and then
going to be 25, 26.
Wasn't he injured? Then he got suspended.
He was injured. Then he got caught gambling. It was like $1,000 on a game. He got suspended for a whole year, and now he's coming back to the Jaguars. I think that it helps the team. I think it does. And really, if they really wanted to go out and go get another offensive weapon, they could.
But I don't think that necessarily. We've seen receivers get suspended and then come back and not be good. I.e., most recent one that's been suspended for a long time, Josh Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to be the one in that offense, though, with Christian Kirk there. I know everyone's like, oh, it's just Christian Kirk, but he's been really reliable out of the slot. So.
And Zay Jones.
Yeah, I lost to fucking Zay Jones because he put up 32 points in the format.
Dude, Zay.
I don't like that name right now. And Aaron Jones fumbled.
People forget that Zay Jones, he was a top 12 pick.
I do forget that. Yeah, he's at Buffalo.
Yeah,
Buffalo.
he was a top 12 pick for Buffalo. So, maybe it just took a long time for him to pan out. Who knows? That's enough about that game. That game sucked.
No, not enough about that game.
Go ahead.
The whole offense sucks when Zach Wilson's in. Corey Davis, don't ever try to play him again. He dropped crucial catches. That running backfield isn't. Yeah, Bam Knight had a couple good games, but I think that's the truth of what we saw last night is more of the median of that of him and Michael Carter. So don't realistically try to start any running backs out of that system until Breece Hall's back, which would be next year.
Yeah, I'd agree. Anything else about that game, Room? All right.
Sure.
So Ken Walker expects to start against Dallas. This is coming from Pete Carroll. That's a good start. That's a good sign. I like that. It's nice. Hurts is officially ruled out. It is a Gardner Minshew show. I think Ruben alluded to it last episode, as well as that I think that he is a viable candidate in the landscape of streaming quarterbacks this week because every other game is going on in some sort of weird ice cold or monsoon or windstorm, and you don't want to take a chance with that. Chris Olave won't play against the Cleveland Browns. I think we covered that last episode. Ryan Tannehill officially ruled out against the Texans. Treylon Burks practiced in full and most likely will play in Week 16. T. Higgins removed from the final injury report. Latavius Murray did not participate as a precautionary step. I don't think that's scaring me off of putting him if you needed to.
I think he's practicing today, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This news is as of Friday, 11:36 in the afternoon. So I might have missed it. California time. Trying to see some other stuff. Chase Claypool and one of their guards doubtful for Saturday's game against the Bills. I don't think it really matters. Equanimous St. Brown ruled out. You weren't starting any of them anyway.
Mess his name up. He doesn't really matter.
Who is Snoop Huntley?
That's Tyler Huntley, the backup quarterback for the Ravens.
He changed his name to Snoop?
I think that's probably just an inside thing with the Ravens organization.
Because I've seen it, Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, but Jim Harbaugh, I think, came out and said Snoop Huntley's going to be starting. I think that's probably what they just call him.
Awkward
nickname.
I guess. Yeah, sure. He'll start this week. Lamar's getting benched.
Lamar's not getting benched. He's just
injured.
He's getting sat.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. He's getting sat. Come on, guys. Nick Chubb is not on the final injury report. That's big news. It's big news.
It's really big news, especially for that game that's going to have sustained over 30-mile-an-hour winds. It'd be cold.
Yeah. It's going to be tough out there. And that's it for the news and notes that I got today. Anything else you guys got?
With that being said about the Browns-Saints game, with the wind being that high and it being cold, I think this is probably a game that you could flex Taysom Hill in as tight end because they're probably going to run the ball a lot, and you know that they always do that stupid stuff with Taysom Hill. So if they do get down in the goal line or the red area, they're probably going to end up putting him in for some stupid gadgetry plays and just let Alvin Kamara only have 3 touchdowns on the entire year.
I hate the Saints. So much.
Dan Campbell sucks. Not Dan Campbell. What's his name? Dennis Allen.
Oh,
go ahead.
What's up, Rube?
Brandon Cooks expected to play.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Dillon not on injury report.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Wilson questionable.
Mm-hmm.
And then Deontay and Pickens were DNPs. So monitor, they should play, but if you're dependent on them, just make sure you got somebody to back them up.
It's like you just memorized my roster. I had a Deontay start sit go through my head earlier when I was looking at my phone.
Would you start Deontay this week? If he's playing, would you start him?
No, I think I went with somebody else over him.
All depends on who you have.
Yeah.
I think he's got a receiver 2 upside this week.
Has he
I
caught a
feeling
touchdown
over
yet?
Deontay.
He hasn't caught a touchdown yet, so it's got to come. There's no way he can go the whole season without catching a touchdown.
Okay. I'll take that bet.
I don't want to take it.
Yeah.
All right, so starts and sits. Or you want to do a little word from our sponsor? We haven't heard from them in a while.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys over there at Driffles Jerky. A little crazy. But yeah, we can hear a word from our sponsors, and then we can come right back.
Hey everyone, this show is brought to you by Driffles Jerky. Are you like us and love beef jerky, but hate paying those high prices for subpar meat? Well, at drifflesjerky.com, they have the money meat.
You said the money meat?
That's right, the money meat. Great tasting beef jerky made from top quality cuts of beef at great prices. Use promo code FranchiseTag to get yourself 10% off on your order today.
That's DRIFFILLS jerky.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Make sure you go and get some of that sweet, sweet money meat, please. Please, it helps keep the lights on. First game we got on the docket here, Bengals versus Patriots. This is a 41.5 point over-under, and Cincinnati is favored by 3 points. Rube.
Yeah.
I want to get some insight from you.
Go ahead.
Who do you start on the Bengals side of the ball against the Patriots defense? Who you starting?
You start the usuals. You start Mixon. You start Chase. You start Burrow. You start Higgins.
So you're comfortable. You're 100% comfortable starting Higgins coming off an injury.
Yeah, you start. He played last week, didn't he?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he played last week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so he's not coming off injury because he didn't get injured in that game. So yes, you start Higgins.
This is like the most mild game of the week too. It's crazy. Like temperature and wind wise, this is the most mild game of the week. At like 20 degrees and 13 mile an hour winds. Aaron, anybody else from the Bengals side of the ball that you'd rather start?
What Rube said is, bless you.
What Rube said you're going with. All right, so yeah, I'm with that too. Mixon, I would probably bump down to a running back 2 this week. I think that the Patriots.
I don't think the Patriots defense has enough people to stop all of those weapons. So they're going to pick one, and it's probably going to be Jamar Chase. So I think Joe Mixon will still finish as a running back 1 if he scores, 2 if he doesn't. Touchdowns have been down for him this year.
Mm-hmm.
But I think T. Higgins and Mixon are sure things. Obviously, Chase is still going to get his just because he's an elite wide receiver.
And he got a Pro Bowl vote. He's in the
Pro Bowl.
It's so stupid. So dumb.
There's no Pro Bowl. There's no Pro Bowl. Change the name to something else.
To skills challenge.
Can we go
They're
back
doing
to
the challenge, but change the name for a reward to somebody else, not to something else, not the Pro Bowl. Because
I wish they would just
Pro Bowl.
I wish they would just never play that game again, and then just start doing these like those weird challenges, like the quarterback challenge and like the receiver challenge.
The ones
like
they did back in the 2000s.
Yeah, and like maybe they play dodgeball or something like that. I'd watch that. I think it'd be pretty fun, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe play softball. Maybe play a little softball.
Just do like a charity
hit a couple of
softball event
these.
the game instead of the actual football
Stop
game.
it.
Hit a couple of those. All right, so on the Patriots side of the ball, I am not starting anybody outside of Ramondre Stevenson. That's it.
Same.
I would look at, depending on roster construction, you might be able to flex Jacoby Myers. But that's dependent upon roster construction.
I think there's better options. I don't know.
Listen, if you're in the upper echelon of the bracket and you're in the semis this week, your team's good enough. You don't have to worry about it. But like our league, if there's a penalty for last place and you're in the bottom half of the bracket and you're trying not to play for last place, I think that's a good shout.
You don't say.
He might play against you this week.
He might.
All right. So who you guys got winning this game?
I had the Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah, I got the Bengals too. Pretty handily. Rube, what's the next game we got?
All right, next game we got is the Texans versus the Titans. Probably gonna be the worst game of the weekend. 35.5 over under. Titans by 3. Who you going with, Raymond?
Nobody. Other than the whole matchup, only Derrick Henry. That's the only piece I want out of either one of these teams.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
Because we got a question on the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Are you starting Chris Moore?
I like the idea behind it, but because Brandon Cooks is back, I'm not interested in starting any pass catcher that's there because there's just not enough passing volume to go around. Go ahead, Aaron.
Tannenthrill's out this game, right? So it's a Malik Willis game?
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, Derrick Henry's going to get every ounce of opportunity that the Titans offense has.
40
42
opportunities.
carries.
Yeah. That's not scripted. That was just a guess, and both of us. I don't know.
So, it's going to be a quick game, is what I'm guessing, right? Because the Texans, all they can really do is run the ball. The Titans
Long
just gonna
drives.
run the ball. I'm not starting, as you were alluding to. I'm not even starting Brandon Cooks. I'm not starting anybody on the Texans side of the ball.
No. I go ahead, Rube.
Are you scared of Henry?
No, he's put up career highs on.
During the playoffs, Henry always gives you a dud.
I don't think it's this week. It might be next week. There's no way I'm benching him against Houston. There's no way.
You're not benching him, but
the Texans and the Colts are who he puts up the most rushing yards on, like ever in his entire career. Like 60% of his total rushing yards of his career have came from those two teams.
Jesus.
The last 4 games that he's had against Houston were like 260 yards, 240 yards, 202 yards, and like 200 yards, and multiple touchdowns in each game. So it's like there's no way that he doesn't continue to at least put up 150.
Yeah.
And Houston is so bad on the ground.
They're bad, but
they hang around.
They haven't been bad the last 2 weeks. They haven't been what you expected the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Until the third quarter, then they're exactly who you expected.
I mean, that's fair, but like I said, I expect that this game, I think total over-under for this game for total passing attempts from both teams, you think 47.5 over-under?
I would go under. Way under.
So not even 23 passing attempts per team?
Because Malik probably passed the ball 12 times because he's going to tuck that thing and run.
This is also a game
about 37.5.
I would still go under.
Jesus. Ooh, I can't go under that. No,
I would still go under that. I don't think there's going to be 37 passes between this whole game.
No way.
I don't trust it. Maybe the Texans might help that out, but I mean, the last time Malik Willis got a start, he threw the ball 10 times.
That's fair. The Texans are. We're talking really long about this game, but the Texans are still doing where they're Davis Mills and what's his name?
Just interchangeable.
Driscoll. Yeah, they just rotate them in and out.
Whoever's got their helmet in their hand when the try to start. The coach turns around like, he's got his helmet. Come on in. So stupid. I have the Texans, or I have the Titans winning this game. The Texans don't win another game this season.
No.
For the next game, I have the Commanders against the Niners. This is a 37.5 point over under. The Niners are favored by 6.5 points.
It's my defensive start of the week.
Which side?
The Niners.
Okay.
Which side?
Hey, I'm just asking.
It's a terrible question.
Does the Niners have Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle on the offensive side of the football?
Terrible question.
I'm just asking. Look, Chase Young coming back might change some things for the Commanders. I don't know.
No, it's not going to change that. He's no Nick Bosa.
On the Commander side of the ball.
Yeah.
Aaron, who would you be comfortable starting on this game?
Comfortably be starting on the Commander side of the ball?
Because there's pieces out there that people have. For sure.
You can flex Terry McLaurin.
I think, you could, yeah.
That's it.
I'm not interested in starting Gibson. I'm not interested in starting Brian Robinson.
Nope.
Logan Thomas is a no. 100% no. Tyler Heineke is a no, and not a streaming candidate at all. I would go Gardner Minshew over Taylor every day of the week.
Nobody's starting Taylor Heineke.
I'm just throwing
I don't
out.
think anybody started Taylor Heineke all year unless you're in the super flex. Nobody's starting that guy.
Even then, don't
even. Yeah.
Yeah, even then it's a risky business.
Go pick up like a receiver and put him in your super flex. Do that. For the Niners side of the ball.
The usuals. The usuals. CMC, Kittle, Ayuk. I don't think I start Purdy. I mean, he might have a solid game, but I don't start him this week.
I think Superflex, if everything's taken Superflex, you get away with flexing Purdy. I'll give you like a Trevor Lawrence performance where it's nothing world beating, but he's not gonna kill you.
I would go Purdy over Taylor Heineke for context.
Nobody is starting Taylor Heineke.
I just want to make sure that
Purdy or Gardner Minshew.
Let it go.
Ooh, Purdy or Gardner Minshew, that's close, but I'd probably go Gardner.
Okay.
Dallas's defense is beat up. I would go Gardner. And he's proven that he can do it. He's proven in the league that he can at least get you by.
That's fair. That is fair.
I think that's really it for this game. I don't have anything else for it. I think the Niners win handily, and that gets them a clinch.
We're already clinched.
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if this was it or not. Next game, Rube, what you got?
Next game, we got Eagles versus Cowboys. 47.5 over under. Dallas favored by 4.5. This is a game. What do you do here?
I want pieces in it. That's for sure.
This is a game.
I want pieces. On the Eagles side of the ball, we've already talked about Gardner enough. I think you can get by streaming him, even in non-super flex leagues. I think you can get by streaming him. It's not ideal, but a lot of these matchups with streaming quarterbacks, they're not ideal. You have weather against you. You have bad matchups. I'm not interested in starting a lot of guys. But AJ Brown, does that knock him down for you?
I don't think so. I think he's still a wide receiver 1.
I think he's more in the low end though, rather than the whole 220 yards and 3 touchdowns.
You mean not the receiver 1?
Yeah, not the receiver 1.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that we brought that back up again. Dallas Goedert, you putting him in?
I start Goddard.
Okay.
I start all typical started options in this game.
Yeah.
Deontay, I don't know if Deontay Smith
is
is
a low end wide receiver 2 flex play.
Okay. I was saying,
I don't know if he's defense
typical.
Beat up like that.
Miles Sanders.
It all depends on who you have, but I would say yes.
Miles Sanders, if you're that low on it, I'm gonna start real low. Miles Sanders or AJ Dillon against Miami?
Sanders.
Okay. Miles Sanders or Kareem Hunt?
Sanders.
In a game they're gonna run a lot.
Sanders.
Kareem Hunt.
Okay. So that's where Aaron's line is. Miles Sanders or Raheem Mostert against the Packers, knowing that Jeff Wilson's probably not going to play.
Raheem Mostert.
I'd probably play Mostert.
Okay. I don't think I have another one. I think that was it. That's all I had. If you guys got another one, I don't have another one.
No.
Sanders put up 14 last time they played Dallas.
Sanders
41 yards and a touchdown.
I just went with Hunt in Cleveland because, like I said, the wind's going to be bad in that game. And the defense they're facing, the Saints defense, is not near as potent as Dallas is. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here.
Good.
Me, I take sheer volume over.
That's fair.
The risk that Hunt is going to get more work.
I can see that. Nick Chubb with the injury too, though, kind of plays into
That's kind of why I brought Kareem Hunt up, because the circumstance kind of lays it out to where Kareem Hunt looks like a better start than maybe he really is. But fair. It's
probably a trap.
It might be a trap. I don't know, and maybe it's not. It's a trap. On the Cowboy side of the ball, and are you starting the Eagles defense this week? Asking for a friend.
No.
I do think this game hits the over. And I do think this game will probably be a shootout just because, like we talked about on Gardner Minshew's side of the ball, he's not afraid to just push it down the field. We've seen it. So
could be something. On the Cowboy side of the ball, I think again, usuals, You can get CD out of the way. You can get Dak out of the way. I don't think that you're sitting Zeke anymore. You can't. He's been too good.
Zeke or Pollard, you're playing both of them.
Yeah, and if you have them both on the same roster, maybe not this week. I think you have to pick one.
Both on the same roster. I'm playing Pollard over Zeke.
Correct. And
because the Eagles do have
those
a good
words
run.
are weird to say. If I would have said that 2 years ago. Go ahead, Rube.
What's Pollard's stat line? How did he become a Pro Bowler?
He's been pretty good.
Yeah,
he's been okay. He's been solid.
He's been pretty good.
For fantasy purposes, he's like running back 8 or 9 on the season.
He's been pretty good.
I feel like there's
and you got to remember the fans vote for this stuff too, and Cowboys fans are probably the biggest fan base.
Pollard over like CMC.
Man, that's fair. Maybe people are just tired of seeing CMC get credit.
I'm just saying.
CMC did have a pretty good stretch of just like maybe not world-beating performances when he was with Carolina. Then he got moved over.
I mean, Pollard ain't been doing this all season.
That's a good point. I don't know.
Listen, I agree, but as you brought it up earlier, the voting skewed, the game's weird. Like
the Pro Bowl sucks. Can they just get like people that aren't fools to bring people in to be in the Pro Bowl and then like change it to like something cool, like I don't know, fucking laser tag, and not a game that no one wants to watch ever. I would think I don't want to start any other options. Like Noah Brown, I'm not interested. Michael Gallup, not interested. Dalton Schultz.
Doesn't take much for a tight end.
You gotta start Schultz.
He's so bad though sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, but all tight ends are. You can't just
unless your name is Travis Kelce. I think that's it. Are you willing to start Dallas defense against the Eagles?
Oh, probably, yeah.
I think that's a little trappy.
I don't think so. I think
the Eagles got a lot of weapons. I don't know.
Yeah, but
they also have a second string quarterback in.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I got the Cowboys winning this game handily.
I got the Cowboys winning this game, but not as handily as you think.
I agree with Aaron. I think it's going to be a close game.
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Be a good game.
Yep. So this is the Saturday night game, right? The next one?
Yes, the next one's a Saturday night game.
Yeah. I got this one. You ready? We got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Pittsburgh Steelers with a 38-point over-under, and the Steelers are favored by 2. This is another one of those stupid cold weather games. I don't mean like cold weather. The cold weather games are stupid. I mean like the weather is stupid cold, like super cold.
It's weird that it's not like the coldest this week. This week has been really cold, like Coast. Like that. If the Vikings were playing outside, they'd be at negative temperatures this week.
Yeah, side of the ball.
Tay Jacobs, Waller.
I was just about
to say.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it. Agree with that one. Expect Josh Jacobs to probably have a pretty massive game just because it's gonna be cold and windy. Not super windy, but cold. Anyways, Steelers side of the ball. Starting Najee.
And I think Najee's a great start this week.
Starting the Muth.
Yeah, you have to. If you're gonna start Dalton Schultz, you have to start Pat Freiermuth.
Even with the Goose last week?
Don't care.
No.
They're the same. They're the same.
Pick Schultz over Freiermuth.
They're the same.
No,
they're not.
No way. Nowhere close to the same.
No. Freiermuth in a vacuum, Freiermuth is better. Yes, I agree. But when you put the whole grand scheme of offenses and play calling and quarterback in there, Schultz all day.
Anybody else on the Steelers side of the ball that you're interested in starting?
Pickett quarterback or Trubisky?
Trubisky.
I'm playing Deontay, then I'd flex Deontay.
If he plays.
He was out because of a toe, and he's going to play.
He should play. They both should play, but it's just something to monitor.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anybody winning this game. This is
stop it.
They don't even get tied. They just both get losses.
Stop it.
I think the Steelers win this game. I just feel like the Raiders, every time they do something good,
They
They'll
do two
come
things
back
bad.
and do something bad. So,
Anytime the Raiders need a win to stay alive, it's not happening.
that's just how I feel. So I would take the Steelers in this one.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
Rube's
I think
boat.
Najee's the difference. I think he's going
Rube's
to run all
boat.
over him. Yeah. For the Sunday Christmas games, this is on
Christmas is going to be great this year, guys.
This is when I'm opening presents. Beautiful. The Green Bay Football Packers travel to Miami to play the Dolphins. This is a 50-point over-under. Where they're getting 50 points at, I don't know. That's
Tyreek
not.
and Jalen.
So you taking the under?
Yeah.
I don't know.
don't
Miami's
way.
defense is pretty bad.
No way. No way.
Yeah, Miami's defense is pretty bad.
No way.
I haven't seen the Packers put up any points that would make me think they can cover that spread.
What do they have to put up? 20.
Miami's favored by 3.5.
But what I'm saying is
24?
the Packers haven't put up 24.
What, maybe a couple times this season?
What do you mean? We played the Cowboys and that was a 60-point ball game.
But then what did we do for the last, 13 weeks?
I mean,
Nothing.
technically last week, if they wouldn't have kneeled on the 2-yard line, we would have.
You put up 24 last week.
Yeah, we would have.
Just
What I'm
last week.
saying, what I'm saying is that I don't think that the Packers offense is that damn good.
You think?
Hey, 24, 28, 33, 17, 31, 9, 17. Like,
Answer me this. Answer me this. Whose defense is better, the Rams or Miami?
Probably Miami's.
Okay. Who's got a better offense, the Rams or Miami?
Probably Miami.
Okay. So you don't think that the Packers aren't going to be in a shootout there? I'd say the Rams and Miami's defense in current states are the
Miami
same.
defense is pure shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Might
I don't
be
like
worse than the Rams defense.
Yes.
I don't like it. On the Packers side of the ball, who are you starting?
Everyone.
I'm starting Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs is in the flex. Romeo Dobbs specifically flex and DFS is a super play.
I have a couple lineups with them in.
Okay. So
I start Lazard.
You don't start AJ Dillon?
No, because they're playing in Miami, so I don't think that cold will be a factor.
Do not start him.
Okay.
I don't start Tunyon.
Nope.
Yeah, the Dolphins are ranked 29th against the tight end. Does that change your mind?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Just asking because I guarantee that's
I'm playing Cade Otton for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Arizona Cardinals over Robert Tunyon.
All day and on Sunday.
It's funny because I am too.
So-
I am too on DraftKings.
29 to 32 is not a huge jump.
Is Rodgers a really good streamer this week? Because I
Yes.
bet he's on the waiver wire for a lot of leagues.
I would stream for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's all that I have for the Packers side of the ball. How about the Dolphins side of the ball? Usuals.
Fire up everyone.
Yeah, you
What
Tyreek,
if-
Jalen.
What if Jeff Wilson plays? You play him or temper expectations for Mostert, or play neither?
I'd play Mostert. I'd play Mostert still.
I'd go with Mostert too. The Packers have not been able to really seal the edge on defense, and that's more what Raheem Mostert's been doing. He's more of the stretch guy, more of the pitch guy. Jeff Wilson's been more between the guards and tackles. So I would probably go Raheem Mostert over that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Tua, is he a streamer this week?
Yep.
Okay.
If Rodgers is a streamer, Tua is definitely a streamer.
It's been real bad the last couple weeks. Real bad.
But he's played some good defenses.
Okay.
No disrespect, but
It should be. The Packers don't have a good defense.
this defense is not great.
The Packers are 6-8 for a reason. They're not that good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would you start Miami's defense at all? Would you consider it?
No, I
Okay.
would
Not
not
a chance.
stream either one of these defenses.
Nope.
Okay. All right. No, that's pretty much it. I reluctantly, hesitantly, because I think the Tua shits this game away, have the Packers winning this game. But man, I don't like the over/under.
I have Miami winning this game pretty.
I have
Pretty
Miami as
solidly.
well.
I think Tua shits this game away. I think they do.
Yeah.
I think the Joe Barry led Green Bay Packers defense can't stop a wet, cold, and a rainstorm. So
I think Tua plays well against bad defenses, then this is not a great defense.
Listen, our safety play has been awful, and you know what they're not going to do? Take away the middle of the field. So you know what Tua's going to do? Hit both of those speedsters deep. A lot.
I can't wait to watch Rasul lined up against Jalen just get cooked. I can't wait. It's so exciting that I get to spend my Christmas morning like that. The next game that we got, Rube, you got it?
Yeah. Next game we got is the Denver Broncos versus the Los Angeles Rams with a 36.5 over under. Denver favored by 3. Who
Is
you got?
Brett Rippon still quarterback? Sorry, I've been so out of the loop.
Nah, I think Wilson is back.
Yeah, Wilson's going to play this week.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
sure he's gonna play.
I'm not starting. I'm not starting anybody on.
I'm
on
starting
Denver.
Jerry Judy.
I'm starting Judy.
I'm starting Jerry Judy.
I'm starting Judy. He's been solid the last 3 weeks.
Yep, and he was better with Wilson than Rippon, and he was still, bless you, solid last week with Rippon. So
Yeah.
I'm starting Jerry Judy, and that's cold hard
Yes.
truth of it. So
As a flex, yeah, but anything past that, no. Anything. I would imagine that again, if you're in the
I bet
semis
you I'll bet an anytime touchdown from Jerry Judy.
this week,
Yes, this week.
this
The
week,
Rams defense has been porous and awful.
Jalen
Jalen Ramsey out there looking like Trayvon Diggs last year, where it's either he's making a play or it's going for a touchdown. Like, come on now.
Jerry Judy burned me last year. I can't believe that he's going to score a touchdown this year. He burned me bad.
You know, somehow I ended up with Jerry
right.
Judy and Deontay Johnson on my fantasy roster this year, and I
Crazy.
don't like it at all.
Crazy.
Ugh.
It's not good.
That's not good.
I guess that. Are you willing to stream Russ this week?
No.
No, not right back after an injury for the
Nope.
first time.
It
Nope.
was a concussion, so he's not going to get pulled out of it.
Nope.
Okay. I would think that hesitantly, grossly, he should have a safe enough floor against the Rams defense. He should. That doesn't mean he's going to. In a very extremely deep pinch, I could see streaming Russ. But boy, if you had to do it and you're in the semis, just hold your breath.
Aaron Donald's done for the rest of the year, right? They're not bringing him back.
Yes.
Why did he make the Pro Bowl? Why did he? He hasn't played all season.
Same like Cooper Cup. So I would agree with you, Ray. With Aaron Donald not being there, I would probably, if you needed to in a pinch, you could probably stream Russ. You're not going to like it. It's going to be
No.
gross. You're not going to want to tune into that game.
It has
or
to be something out there better than
fantasy
Russ.
scores.
Like, you ever been doing something fun?
I mean,
outside?
if you have someone like in John's league where they pick up 6 quarterbacks because they're playing against you, then that might be all that's out there.
You ever been playing outside when you were a kid and you stepped in dog shit? You're still having fun playing outside, but you still had dog shit on your foot. That's the same thing as like starting Russ. That's it. That's the same
I wouldn't
thing.
do it. Got to be somebody out there better.
I'd hope. Put it in the comments, please. If you stuck around this long, put it in the comments. If you got Russ or a piece, please let us know. let us help you figure that out so that you don't have to start Russ, please. On the Rams side of the ball, Baker's in the same category. I'm not starting Baker at all.
Nobody.
I don't start no Rams. No.
I got nobody on the Rams. Nobody.
No.
Yep.
I think Denver does win this game, but
I think you can start Denver's defense.
yeah,
I would agree.
you could, yeah.
Solid start.
I would agree.
This is not a game that I care to watch. It'll be on in the background while I'm eating ham,
Yeah.
but I won't be watching it intently. Because that's gross. And we don't have a Monday night game this week, so this is the last game of the week.
Yeah.
There's no Monday night game?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. There is. I take it back.
There
There is. Sorry.
The Colts Chargers is the Monday night?
Sorry, my bad. For the next game we got the Buccaneers against the Cardinals. This is a 40-point over/under, and the Buccaneers are favored by 7.5 points.
Correct.
For the Buccaneers, I'm firing up pretty much the usuals. I got Chris Godwin in. I got Mike Evans in. I got Rashad White, the starter there. He's in. And then as a deep flex, Leonard Fournette. And K. Dotton and K. Otton's a good tight end stream this week.
I don't think Leonard
TD.
Fournette's as far down this whole fantasy option as you think. Him and Rashad White aren't very different when it comes to playing. I know you wanted to take that shot in there, but it's not. Rashad White got the start last weekend, and he didn't look very good.
Anybody else on this side of the ball you guys want to talk about? Russell Gage. You want to bring his name up?
Oh, you're starting TB, right?
I would go Tampa Bay over Russ.
Okay.
That's it. I don't know. Probably Gardner Minshew. Probably most of the other low-end streaming candidates. I think the line gets drawn between Rodgers and Tua. That's probably where I'd stop. I can't think of another name. I would go Geno over Tom Brady. I would go. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's where the line is. Have you guys got anything else with that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, and K. Otton. K. Otton and Russell Gage, these are really good DFS plays this week, I think. Really good. Because they're cheap. K. Otton's only 2,600, and Russell Gage is only 3,700. So really good value. And Russell Gage has been coming on the last couple weeks. Not like world beater, but if you needed to have something in your lineup that was, dirt cheap, pretty good.
Yeah.
On the Cardinal side of the ball, what do you guys got?
James Conner and D-Hop.
Yes, and that's it.
I would agree. That's all I have. I think you can get away with starting the Buccaneers defense because Trace McSorley is going to be in. D-Hop probably gets moved down to a low-end receiver 2.
Colt McCoy is throwing, so we don't know who's starting yet, but it could be Colt.
Okay. I saw something that was saying that Trace was in line to start this week, so I was assuming that he was. If Colt McCoy's in, then man, DeAndre Hopkins is going to be all right because Colt McCoy hyper targets the hell out of him. But if it's Trace McSorley, I think that's when you have to really start thinking like, do I want to put in DeAndre Hopkins right now or not? Do I want to do it? I think you have to.
You start DeAndre.
You have to.
He gets all the targets, yes.
But sometimes all those targets don't mean anything when he's going 12 targets, 6 receptions, 46 yards.
It's 9 points.
Because Trace McSorley sucks.
It's over the 8.5 point threshold.
That's like 9 points, something like that.
True. That's true. All right, well, that's all I have for that game. Who you guys got winning?
I got the Bucks winning.
Buccaneers.
Yes.
Yeah. Handily.
And Arizona is at home, and they haven't won a home game this year, right?
That probably continues.
Yes, they should.
That probably continues. Last game we got. Last game we got here, the Chargers versus the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, man.
45 and a half over under. Chargers favored only by 4. Which is weird.
Glad this is a Monday night game.
Which is weird.
All get to suffer.
The Chargers
go from a bad Sunday to a bad Monday.
Yeah, I think they're gonna beat the brakes off of them. But you start all your Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're going.
Herbert,
you're going.
Eckler, Keenan, Mike Will. I think Gerald Everett is a good tight end stream this week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's really much more need to talk about any of it.
That's it. And then
you can get away. You could probably get away with starting the Chargers defense this week too.
Yeah,
you probably could.
Maybe the Colts are going with Foles this week.
Maybe I don't know.
Look, the Chargers defense has looked a lot better lately than they have this season. Maybe they might be catching some fire. They are in a must-win, need-to-win now mode.
They ain't doing it with their defense. They're doing that offense.
Yeah, but their defense has stepped up, and they're going to be getting Derwin James back this week. I think that this could be a time to stream him, especially against a Nick Foles that they didn't want to put in when Matt Ryan was benched the first time. I don't know.
That was Frank Wright.
Yeah,
that was a dumb decision. That was the dumb decision. That's why he got fired.
Maybe he wanted.
I mean, in hindsight, it's dumb, but I mean, wasn't nobody calling for Foles back then?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a reason why, and I don't know what that reason is. On the Colt side of the ball, I got nothing.
Realistically, this is the semifinals of the playoffs. You're not really playing anybody. If you have one person to play, it's going to be Michael Pittman.
Mm-hmm.
That will be it. But don't expect a whole lot.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't think anybody.
And
so
normally,
it's not going to be another jump up 33-17 type of game or whatever you want to call it. It's not. That was a fluke.
I'm not even sure how it happened. Honestly, I was watching the game. I didn't understand it. It made no sense. But normally I would say running backs need to be started against the Chargers. Not in this game.
Nope.
No, not in this game.
You just don't know who is going to be that guy. So,
and you don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I don't think Zach Moss is that good.
He's not. So I don't know why he's getting. I don't know how many carries he got last week, 20 or something crazy like that.
Stupid.
I don't understand it either. But I don't understand what's going on in Indianapolis in general.
Nope.
They just need to tank. Go get a quarterback. Stop trying to pick up these over the hill guys to get them to the Super Bowl. It's not working.
Maybe they'll go and pick up somebody that was that didn't even make it onto the hill. Maybe they do that. Maybe they go get Zach Wilson.
I'm not getting Zach Wilson, worse. Raymond. Stop it.
That'd be even worse.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
All right, so let's get into the start of the weeks real fast and get the hell out of here. What do you say?
Let's go.
All right. So I have my starts of the week wrote down right here, just so that it's out there in the universe, and I'm trying to, help somebody out. Josh Allen is going to have a great week this week. He's going to be fantastic. Just a smash start. Got to start him.
Is that
we're doing this for starts of the week?
Don't do that, Raymond.
You guys aren't getting the joke, are you? You guys talk all that shit. Like if I say somebody's going to start, they get hurt, and then they give you 2 points. You guys talking all that shit. Now you don't want to follow along with the joke. That's crazy.
Do you play Josh Allen this week?
It was a joke. It's a joke.
Do better.
Following what you guys say.
Do better.
You guys both suck. I'll go 2 of this week as my start of the week.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that just because you want the Packers to win?
I don't know.
Is this another joke? You went back-to-back jokes. You doubled down and it didn't work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
You can go. I haven't looked yet.
I got my boy Danny Dimes.
I know you had to go with him.
I'm starting Danny Dimes for this week. He's playing Minnesota. Minnesota defense is not the best. So, and they have a high over-under. I just think the Vikings going to score. So the Giants are going to have to score, and they are in a win now situation as well. So
if it weren't for us not being able to use Thursday night games, I would have used Trevor Lawrence as my start of the week. But since we don't do that,
you can. He would have saying it in the episode before.
Yeah, but then we got to change things up. No thanks. What do you got, Aaron?
For the quarterback, my quarterback start of the week is going to be Geno Smith against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
These are all going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. For running backs, I'm going to go Najee Harris as my low-hanging fruit. I think he's going to have a solid game.
Okay.
He's going to get all the work.
Okay.
I had Najee in there too, but y'all might think this is a little high, but I'm going Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to get all the work.
Okay.
And there's nobody behind him.
Mm-hmm.
He is the Patriots offense. So I'm starting firing up Ramondre.
Mm-hmm.
That is fair. My start of the week is going to be DeAndre Swift.
Ooh-wee.
Against Carolina. 43-point over-under. They're favored by 2.5. It's going to be outside. It's going to be chilly. I think they do run the ball a little bit.
Love that guy.
So that's my start of the week.
For receivers.
You want me to go?
I can start. It's fine. I got 2.
I can start.
I got 2.
I have one. I'm going to go with Christian Watson.
Hey.
That's funny that you say that.
He was one of your 2, huh?
I'm going with Christian Watson against Miami. Green Bay is going to have to score. It's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a lot of throws in this game. I think Aaron Rodgers probably has to throw the ball 30 times, over 30 to keep up. So Christian Watson gets loose, catches a bomb, has a great game, gets you into the finals.
I got Romeo Dobbs.
What the?
I got Romeo Dobbs. After seeing how many
Jesus.
targets he got last week, I'm all in.
Jesus Christ, Raymond.
But then my other one is DK Metcalf.
Raymond. Okay.
Okay.
A
Raymond.
little low, but
Okay. So
Woo!
I too have
Romeo?
two, Ray, and mine happens to be the other Seahawk wide receiver, Tyler Lockett.
is he going to play?
He's out.
He's out.
He's out.
See,
He's
I'm
out. He's
totally out of it. Never mind, then scratch that. Good thing I have
He's
two.
for sure out.
My next one is Brandon Ayuk on the San Francisco 49ers against the Commanders.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
solid.
Okay.
So
I
I have for tight ends.
I'm going first. Mine is K. Dotton against the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Okay. He said I had to get that out first.
I
Yep.
figured you were going to. I already changed it. I was going to go K. Dot. I was, but I'm going to go with the Fire Moose against the Raiders. The Raiders are
They're pretty
30th
bad,
against
too.
the tight end. I'm going with Fire Moose. The Fire Moose.
So you're just going with all
Just all the Steelers.
Steelers?
All the Steelers. No,
So
the only
you
ones.
trust that offense that much to just
The-
go with all the Steelers?
The only ones that are going to get any kind of work, and the Raiders' defense is that bad.
Okay. More power to you, Raymond. I'm going with Dallas Goedert, fresh off the injury report. Minshew in the back. I feel like he's going to hyper target Dallas Goedert.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
No, not any real low hanging fruit this week. It's kind of crazy. Not any real low hanging fruit.
Well, I mean, you obviously have your smash starts like Derrick Henry, but I mean,
You can't say that. Not allowed.
that's what I'm saying.
For the defenses, I'm going to go with the Bucks against Arizona. If Trace McSorley's playing, I want to have that defense playing against him because he was god awful.
Yeah.
And then I have the Denver Broncos. I'm going with the Broncos again. Went with them last week. They gave me 9. Going with them again against Baker.
Okay.
And the
That's fair.
Putrid Rams.
I'm sorry. I know that I said the Niners earlier. It's kind of low hanging fruit though, but I'm going my actual ones. Streaming candidate, Tennessee Titans against the Houston Texans. Texans offense is awful. Titans defense, it's come on the last couple weeks, especially the pass defense. I don't think that they're going to pass the ball. So instead of giving you guys the low hanging fruit of the 49ers, I'm going to go ahead and, just say the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Good.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
That's I think that wraps up the show, guys.
Yep. I got one baby that's fighting, trying to go to sleep. So I'm about to go rock her, put her to bed. But
All right. You want me to close it out?
go ahead. You got it.
I didn't know if you wanted to talk in front of her right now because she's going to try to go to sleep.
No, go ahead.
All right. So if you guys could please make sure that you guys use that promo code to go get yourself some jerky from drifflesjerky.com. It's franchise tagged. Get yourself 10% off. Website is driffills.com. Make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, help us grow. We're in the mix, right? We're in the mix. We're starting to grow. And really what we need is you guys to comment stuff, because when you guys comment stuff, we start, populating on more algorithms. So please hit that comment. Let us know what you guys are doing. Let us know what you guys want to see, what you guys want us to talk about, all that kind of stuff. Anything else, guys?
No.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, join the Discord as always. Smash the notification bell so you know when we go live. Hit the thumbs up. Also helps us in the algorithm, and smash the subscribe button helps out the most. But till next time, see you later.